Hey family, it's Tasha MAMABEAR Prepping. So today, just another discussion. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. You already know what time it is. Get your drink, pull up. Do me a favor, hit that like button, hit your notifications so that you can be notified. I had a few people yesterday tell me, hey, notifications have been shut off or they hadn't set them up properly. Make sure you do yourself a favor and you do not miss a video or any of this critical preparedness information that comes out, right? Now, let's talk about what I want to talk about today. So lots of discussion, lots of videos about September 24th, this magical date, something major is going to happen, as well as this craze about the bug out bag being issued, in different states, Denver, Colorado being one of those states, and then some rumblings about possibly New York. I'm just going to speak very, very frankly. I think that there are bigger and better things to concentrate on right now. Okay. That is your food stores. That is your water stores. That is your medical, your medicine, your grid down items. There are much more important items and areas of focus that need to be concentrated on. Yesterday, I talked about what to focus on, what we're focusing on, just to give you some ideas. And I think that it's important to not be distracted and to continue to concentrate on those things. Now, anytime we hear dates, let's address the date first. Anytime you hear a warning of a date, I'm not going to say that we do not get warnings that elites and people in higher places do slip up, do say things, and do warn us, right? So I don't want to just come out and say nothing is going to happen on the 24th, right? Because it absolutely could. What I want to convey to you, though, is that you cannot live your life on the fringe, on a paranoia, right? Because this long game of preparedness is already stressful. It's overwhelming, is very heavy on a lot of people. And when you add the pressures of a specific date, something's happening, the pressure of like it's looming, it's coming, it's just too much. Okay. Especially when most of the time those things are just rumors, right? It's rumor mill. It's a piece of something that maybe happened, or is going to happen. And it's just not worth it because in most people's everyday lives, there's absolutely nothing you can do, right? Yes, it's important to know the information. Yes, I've taken it on board. September 24th, something's supposed to happen. Something was warned that it was going to be a day to remember. And there's very, very few days in history that people can actually say, whoa, that was a day I will never forget. You will always remember where you were at when certain things in history happened, right? But those are very few, okay? And there's a lot of things, crazy things that have happened that to me, we're not even as a society affected by it. Like, which just doesn't affect us. We're just like, okay, that's whatever, right? We're very hardened and hardcore when it comes to a lot of stuff and caring about it. And we sure as heck don't care about some stuff that we should be caring about, right? Because we're so self-absorbed. We are a society that is selfish, cares about ourselves, and is entertained, right? Which is the goal, right? Is to entertain us, and we're busy being entertained. Now, something could happen, but it really becomes, okay, are you really going to kill yourself overthinking about what could happen? Now, the thing about the bug out bag, I'm not really sure why we're putting it together. I do know that I saw the dates for the bug out bag for them to give it out. There was a couple dates. The 10th, I think, was one, and the 24th was one. Okay. So you have on one side this group that's saying some kind of German legislator let it slip that something major is going to happen on the 24th. And then you have, the ready people, the emergency preparedness people in part of Denver and Colorado that are then saying they're handing out these bug out bags on certain dates. And 24th happens to be one of those dates. Okay. This is the thing, you guys. It's National Preparedness Month. So there's a lot of collaborations. There's a lot of things going on right now. You have emergency preparedness groups and communities, and whether that's your city groups, your county groups, your state groups, but you have all these emergency entities that are taking advantage of Emergency Preparedness Month and getting information out there. And this group, one of the things they are doing is handing out bug out bags. Now, I'm more concerned about what are they putting in these bags, okay? Because I'm not an avid believer, if you will, of a bug out bag. I believe in bags. We have go bags. I believe that you should have some sort of go bag, or you can call it a bug out bag. I do believe you should have a get home bag, meaning a bag that's kept in the car that's meant to be like, hey, if you go out, you commute, you're at work, whatever, something happens to the car and you're able to still grab this bag and get home, right? Walk, hike, whatever. Evacuation bags. So listen, and EDCs, right? Your everyday carry bags. I believe in this stuff, okay? But what I don't believe in is the hype that goes behind the importance of a bug out bag, as if a bug out bag is going to save your life. A bug out bag could absolutely help you in a situation, right? Definitely has emergency preparedness type items that you probably would need during an emergency in one area that you can just grab. But for me, it has to go beyond a bag, okay? A bag is not going to save the day. And a lot of people get wrapped up so much in the bag, and then it's like, okay, I have this bag, I'm good, right? I have this bag. If I had to leave, that's all I need is this bag. A lot of people pack up this bag, never touch it again. Things, whether they expire or there's better things to get, or you just realize it's an item in there that's not really going to be used, right? So I just don't like the hype around it and the emphasis on it to where people then don't do the other things. And the other things is truly what's going to make you and your family survive in a long-term event, right? Something happens here and we're digging in. And first of all, most events, you're staying home. Most emergency preparedness things, you're staying home and you're not leaving anyway. Okay. It's major things have to happen for me and my family to actually physically leave and go somewhere else. Right. Major, right? And the majority of people would stay because they have to and they have nowhere to go, or would stay because they know it makes statistic sense to stay where they're at, right? Because all their stuff is there. All your preparedness items are there. All your food, water, meds, everything is there, right? Even if our house burns down, there's so much here that would not be affected by the house being burned down that it doesn't make sense, right? It doesn't make money sense to leave this location. It just does not, right? And so I hate the emphasis on a bug out bag. Hey, get you a little bag, put a few things in it, emergency. To me, that's an emergency bag. You have an evacuation bag, which is a bag that you absolutely must take some time to do. That is your evac bag. That is your bag that you need to leave and go somewhere. A bug out bag has this like shadow over it as if it's this magical bag. Half the people that pack bug out bags don't even know where they would go with that bag, right? Or they have some kind of romantic fantasy that they've seen in a movie somewhere that they're going to take that bag and be a lone wolf and go into the mountains and survive. And yet they don't know how to light a fire. They don't know how to forage for food, hunt for food, survive, build a shelter, like the basic things, right? There's more to it than a stinking bag, you guys. Your strength, your personal grit, your personal ability to adapt to things, your mental game, your spiritual game, those are the things that are going to make you be able to weather something. Even if you had to leave and go somewhere, to me, I'm very confident in my personal skills, right? My ability to survive should we have to leave. And a bag is not going to make me feel more secure, right? Even if it's a bag that has some food, water, a little bit of shelter, whatever, those are comforts. Absolutely. Could they be used? Absolutely. Okay. But what do you have in you? What's part of you to actually be able to survive, to walk to those mountains or woods or wherever you're going and build shelter, build a fire with nothing, be able to feed yourself and your family, right? A lot of people are not by themselves. They have a family, okay? There's more than just them, okay? And so, and I hate that we're putting the two together. Like they said, get these bug out bags. It's National Preparedness Month. You have all types of different things that are happening right now. Giveaways, outreach, little mini fairs. You have all this stuff that's going on because this is their time to shine. This is their time for all of these entities to shine and be able to give stuff, right? Give stuff away. You're going to see updates of their pamphlets, updates of their brochures. So there's nothing to freak out if you have entities right now that are going out of the way to make sure that you're prepared, handing out brochures. You're getting more information in the mail about preparedness. You're seeing fairs pop up. You're seeing things like this where they have some money and they're giving their citizens these bug out bags. That's amazing. I would like to see what's in them, right? Because I would hope that they're giving them a little bit more information than just giving them this bag and not really explaining and going and taking it a little bit further. Okay. So, if you ask me, am I concerned? I got a ton of emails. Are you seeing all these videos? What about the 24th? What do you think is going to happen? To be honest, I don't care. I'm rooted in reality, and there's a lot of stuff going on here at the homestead, stuff that has to, continue to be done here now, right? Kids to be taken care of, animals to be taken care of, food to be preserved, food to be harvested, food to be grown, planted, projects, off-grid projects, continuing to stack, and fill holes. There's always something to be done here, and I can't lose sleep, I guess, over something that could happen. Could something happen on the 24th? Yes. Do we know what that is? No. Right? And it's just not worth your health to get riled up about something that you don't know how much truth is in it. You don't know what is going to happen. So how can you possibly prepare? It's like a storm. Can you prepare like, hey, something is looming around the 24th and take more precautions around that time frame? Absolutely. Right? Take your precautions. Make sure your gas is topped off. Make sure you've got your cash. Make sure you've got your weekly, I call them, your weekly food, right? Your perishables, right? You got your fridge stocked up with your stuff. You've got your grid down stuff ready for if grid down happens. Yeah. Put your stuff in Faraday cages. Yeah. Can you prepare and just kind of treat it like a storm where you're kind of batten down the hatches and kind of getting ready for something that may happen? Sure. But do not get stressed about this. Do not lose sleep over this. Do not let this overwhelm and overpower your thoughts. Okay. There's more important things to do. Okay. And please, if you are one of these folks that's pushing bug out bags, that's talking about bug out bags, talk about it, but please talk about the importance of learning skills and learning the other things that are going to be needed for you to survive. You could have the best bug out bag and you lose it in the first 2 minutes. You're running from something, you're going somewhere, or somebody just flat out takes it from you, right? By force, walks up to you and your family, takes you off guard, and they have a weapon and they're like, give me those bags. Okay. You're going to give them those bags unless you're ready to go and you already had a defensive measure already ready for them. You're giving up those bags and now you've lost them. So now where are you and your family at? Have you taught your family the skills needed to be able to survive without these stinking bags, right? That's what's important. Okay. I'm not saying don't do bug out bags. I'm not saying get bug out bags, especially if you have a community that's giving them out. I mean, cool, right? If you don't have to give your name and your left arm for it, then sure, why not? Sure, why not? Just another thing to add to your preps, right? But continue. I would stress just continue to relax, to be calm, have that urgency, continue to do the things, and don't get riled up, right? Could something happen? Absolutely. We'll see when it happens, and then we'll deal with that when it happens, right? I don't want to get wrapped up on the what ifs. There's so many things that they've told us they're going to do, big things that, okay, worry about those things. Worry about those huge agendas that they write out in black and white and tell you they're planning to do, right? New World Order, 2030, Agenda 2030, all these things that they say we're gonna do, right? We're going to do these things and you're going to be happy. It's coming. There's no secrets, right? So when certain dates and things come out, honestly, I'm just not going to get riled up. Somebody sent me a comment and some emails about my own state and our governor and him saying he's going to ban, gas ran cars and stuff. Listen, I'm just not going to lose sleep over that stuff like that, right? First of all, I don't think that things like that, when people pop off like that, are the easiest things to do. Do I think those are their agendas, and people and those folks can definitely say that that's their agenda? Sure. But will it actually go that far? How far will it go? At what point do I need to be concerned? Okay. It's not right now. I'm not going to sit here and get all frazzled and crazed about something a madman is speaking, right? This guy's almost done anyway. Like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it for your soul and for your peace of mind of yourself and your family in this whole preparedness mindset, which is not the easiest. And it's pretty heavy, especially when you think about where we're headed with our food situation and that people are going to be starving to death. That's not, and yet here you are preparing. And so you'll be ready, but there'll literally be people around you possibly starving to death. So it's not going to be a fun time. So do yourself a favor. Don't buy into the extra that people want you to buy into. Do what you want to do, okay? You're in control, all right? So I'll see you guys tomorrow on the next video. Take care. Bye.